Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for September 18, 2019. Today we're taking a look at the EURUSD, the euro versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. Looking here at the daily time frame, long-term trend is down. That's not too hard to see with the blue trend line there. We've been moving down for several months now. It's really much longer than that. If we zoom out even more, you can see quite a long-term down trend here for the euro dollar. Let's focus on in the blue trend line in the most recent leg of that trend. You can see multiple times within that trend where the market made pullbacks, retracements, corrections, several times within the trend. And even in the current market, here at the black box at the bottom right, we can see the market somewhat pulling back from the lowest lows into resistance once again. So the questions of the week and of the day are we going to see the return of the downtrend? Will it do the same thing it's done for several months now and find resistance and turn and make a new low? Or is it going to break this cycle and go higher? Will we see it break that blue trend line, the purple shaded area, and start moving higher? Today could be the day that begins that. We have significant news on the calendar today. Today's kind of fraught with peril. If you look at the news calendar, we have crude oil coming up at 10:30 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. We have FOMC, probably the big news of the day. The Fed potentially announcing further rate cuts, which could, of course, cause volatility on all the U.S. pairs. We have news from New Zealand, news from Australia, quite a bit of news on the calendar today and even going into tomorrow. So we could see quite a difference in currency pairs over the next few days, depending on how the market handles that news. But anyway, if we're going to trade the direction of the trend, we would more than likely be looking for short opportunities here for the euro dollar because that's the trend. That's what the market's been doing, and that really hasn't changed, even though we've seen this little bit of retracement. So that being said, we could be looking for selling on rallies and resistance. We did this several weeks ago when the market was right here at the pink shaded area. Happen to have the 100 period moving average there as well in the blue trend line, so we sold it there, made profit on the way down. Here we are once again, kind of bumping our heads into resistance. The purple zone 1.105575, the blue trend line, of course, sitting there as well. So we're running into resistance. Well, I would say the first clue or first trading decision we would make is don't buy it right now. That's probably your best clue. Don't buy it under resistance. It would need to either break that resistance, get above the purple zone, or at least be down into support, the yellow shaded area. So don't buy in the resistance. More likely, for risk reward, you would be considering short opportunities. Your risk right now is placing your stop above the highs. That way, if it does break and go higher, you limit the potential impact to your trading account. Your profit target is the yellow zone or lower. If it breaks the yellow zone, we'd look for it to go down here to the blue zone. Buying right now, think about risk reward again. Your risk for buying, if you put it below the low, would be way down here. And so your risk is higher, your potential reward is being capped right now at the purple zone. So it doesn't make sense to buy as long as the market is holding underneath the purple zone. It makes more sense, risk reward wise, to sell in the direction of the trend. It's just waiting for the right moment and opportunity to do that to give you the highest possible reward and the lowest possible risk. And keeping an eye on the news for sentiment after that news. Will the US dollar continue to go up? Will the US dollar continue to go down after that news? We don't know. We really can't know until the news hits and see what happens. So if you're not already in a trade, my suggestion is you're not buying here. Potentially selling here. May be prudent to watch the news and wait until after the news before you make your entry. But this is the spot where you'll make your trading decision for the day today. 4-hour time frame doesn't really change that for us. Getting down here to the smaller time frame just shows what the market's done in the past 24 hours. Fallen off of the highs into the 110.75 level. Fallen off of those highs, gotten back under the purple zone. So the expectation is as long as it stays under the purple zone, the higher expectation is that it continues to drift south towards the yellow shaded area or lower, maybe even down towards the blue zone. No real reason to buy or go long unless or until it breaks back above that purple shaded, or at minimum is back at the yellow zone for support for the euro dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.